libraries have platforms of their own, like Europeana, like integrated catalogs in each of the countries. But I will not talk about these because probably you all know Europeana at least, which provides access to cultural heritage of Europe. But what is more important, libraries actually are intermediaries for many of the platforms others create, because there are 65,000 of them just in Europe, and they provide public access for people who don't have access. And what's even more important, they provide real communities for people that help them understand why the platforms are needed. They help old people to meet, their children on Skype, which is a very simple thing but very important. So I think that why needed is the most important question for people. Why the platform is needed, why internet is needed, why PC is needed, or if a person in a small village doesn't answer that question, he will never use that tool. And so libraries and their communities and librarians do a lot of work to serve this purpose, to help people understand why this new technology is needed. And if you visit our exhibition, you will see many different things that we do now, like virtual reality, robotics, and all these kind of innovations. And the other important thing that was education mentioned a few times now, and schools. So I just want to invite you to think that libraries are a very open, non-formal learning space in general, especially for adults, but for children also, because school is pretty formal setup where adults don't really like to go back after they finish it. And libraries are quite open, and that's what we do. And we do, like, just in Lithuania alone, we have 45 projects like this. And that's all I wanted to say basically now. Thank you.
What is great about this debate and what the European Internet Foundation is doing is that they managed to bring people with different experience. We had a French representative, Polish, someone from Lithuania, so we have different points of view. And actually all this experience can make us strong or interesting at global level as actors on the digital field. And of course, if we speak all about all of that, we have to speak also about the daily life of European citizens. And one of the things that they are usually doing is that they pay for things. But you noticed, that we introduced in the last few years a lot of new tools in paying, in getting access to the internet and so forth. But some managed to adapt, and some